Good morning. This is Andy Picking from Man Beast, and it's 2024. The Strongman season is about to start. Man Beast Strongman events have got quite a few events this year. None other than Yorkshire's Strongest Man on the 27th of July. It'll be in the city of Doncaster again, so it'll be at Lakeside, down the shopping village down there. Really good venue, actually. Same venue that we ran it last year, so really successful apart from the weather last year. One of the wettest shows we've done. Hopefully we'll get better weather than that. But to build on Yorkshire's Strongest Man, because I really want to see this as a regional show that we grow pretty much like the Peak District Highland Games. It's a big show that we run over in Matlock in August over the bank holiday weekend. Yorkshire's Strongest Man has got the same potential to be a really big show. It was a big show last year. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought the crowd were fantastic. They stayed around in that wet weather and cheered every athlete on. So the format of this event is dictated by the space we've got. Obviously, we're restricted a little bit in terms of the ground because slabs and we have broke them before, so got to be careful with that. And also the size of the area. So that'll dictate what we can and what we can't do. So we've got 5 events. We're going to have a Yorkshire Strongest Ladies contest as well this year, which I think they deserve that, because I think the women athletes are incredible, just as good as the men in terms of what they can do, and I think they deserve a platform as well to perform in front of a good crowd. So this is what we're looking at. We're unsure about the under 105s yet. We had a little bit of trouble filling that last year. We get quite a few under 105s eventually coming in, but we had to open that up nationally, really, to try and pull people into that. So we'll either have an under 105 or an inters. So event 1, we're looking at axle press for reps in a minute. Event 2, we're looking at yoke, longest distance. Event 3, we're looking at sandbag carry in time, so 1 minute furthest distance, and also in the inters, opens and women's until you drop it. Event 4, deadlift for reps, we're looking at that, and we're also looking for event 5 at sandbag over yoke as many times as you can. So it's going to test fitness as well, so it's not just for max. Obviously there's a lot of reps in here. I'll go across the weights as well of each event. So event 1, the axle press to open. Remember, this were in Britain's Strongest Man as well. It was 160 kilo there over in Sheffield at the arena. We'll not be doing that amount, but we are looking at reps in a minute here. So novice, we're looking at 100 kilo on the axle. We're looking at inters 120 kilo, and we're looking at 140 kilo for the opens. For the women, we're looking at between 70 and 80 for that for the axle press. So event 2, the yoke, longest distance. So we're looking at 240 kilo for the novice. We're looking at longest distance in 90 seconds. Inters 260 kilo, opens 300 kilo, and the women's 200 kilo on the yoke, longest distance. Then we move on to event 3, sandbag carry. So we're looking at 100 kilo for novice, inters 120, opens 140 kilo, and women's 80 kilo. Ish. I like how I've got that on my event format here. So we're looking at that carrying 1 minute. So we'll see what you get for that. And event 4, we're looking deadlift for reps. Novice 240 on the deadlift, inters 280, 300 for the opens, and 200 for the women. So that's for the deadlift. We entered the deadlift in one of our competitions for quite a while, actually, to be honest. We've had the car deadlift. But we'll see how this goes. Event 5, we're looking at sandbag over yoke as many times as you can in 1 minute. So we're looking at 100 kilo for the novice. We're looking at 120 kilo for the inters, 140 kilo for the opens, and women's 80ish. So that's what we're looking at. So we're looking at 5 events. We've got a lot of categories there. We've got 4 categories to get through, so we're running them alongside each other as well. Remember, it will be Yorkshire's Strongest Man and Yorkshire's Strongest Lady. SBD are involved as the podium sponsor again. So I went to see the SBD will down their headquarters before Christmas. And they are going to get involved again. So that's really good for us. They're really keen on supporting the grassroots sport and strength sports and events across Yorkshire in particular. So it's really good to have them involved. They haven't clarified whether it's going to be kit. So if you remember last time, they supplied prizes including a kit bundle that they gave to the athletes. I don't think it's going to be that this time, but they're going to confirm exactly what that is. So that'll be really good. I'm hoping to bring on a sponsor as well. I think it's good for the competition. It deserves that. You only have to look at some of our social media channels now in terms of Man Beast, especially Facebook, and we're on nearly 60,000 followers there. YouTube as well, we've got 40 odd K followers, so we can really offer a sponsor a lot to get involved with us. And obviously we can look at how we can support the athletes more if we've got some funding in. So that's it, 5 events: axle press, yoke longest distance, sandbag carry, deadlift, and sandbag over yoke. So 27th of July, Doncaster Lakeside. The events page is on Facebook. For those that have filled in the form, I will be going through that as well and confirming if you've got a place, and I will put a link to the form in this YouTube description as well. So hope to see you there. Should be a really good day, hoping for a really good crowd as well.